How loud do you think the human voice can get? A whisper? A shout? What if I told you the loudest human scream ever recorded reached an astonishing 129 decibels? To put that into perspective, that's louder than a rock concert, louder than a power saw, and even louder than a jet engine taking off just a couple hundred feet away. It's a sound so powerful it borders on the threshold of pain for the human ear. This isn't just a loud yell. It's a feat of human biology that has stood unchallenged for over 2 decades. Today, we're diving into the story behind this incredible world record, exploring the person who achieved it, the science behind such a powerful vocalization, and why no one has managed to break it since. Get ready to have your mind and maybe your eardrums blown as we uncover the story of the loudest scream in human history. The year was 2000, and the setting was a bustling fair in the United Kingdom. Among the games, rides, and food stalls, a rather unusual competition was taking place, a screaming contest. This is where we meet Jill Drake, a teaching assistant who on that fateful day would unleash a sound that would etch her name into the Guinness World Records. Jill wasn't a professional singer or a vocal coach. She was an ordinary person who just happened to possess an extraordinary ability. When it was her turn, she took a deep breath and let out a scream that stunned everyone present. It wasn't just loud, it was earth-shatteringly powerful. The sound wave she produced was so intense that it registered at 129 decibels on the official, precision-calibrated equipment used by the judges. The crowd, the judges, everyone was in complete disbelief. They had just witnessed a world record being set in the most unexpected way. Let's break down exactly what happened at that moment. The judges at the event were equipped with professional-grade sound level meters. These devices are designed to accurately measure sound pressure levels, ensuring that any record attempt is legitimate. When Jill screamed, the needle on the meter didn't just jump. It shot up to a level that was previously unheard of for a human voice. The judges had to double-check their equipment, thinking there might have been a malfunction, but there was no error. The reading was correct, 129 decibels. The sheer shock on their faces told the whole story. They were witnessing a moment for the history books. Imagine the atmosphere, the ambient noise of the fair suddenly pierced by this singular, incredibly potent sound. It was a raw display of power that left a lasting impression on everyone who heard it. A moment of pure, unadulterated acoustic force. To truly appreciate the magnitude of 129 decibels, we need to understand what that level of sound does to the human ear. The decibel scale is logarithmic, which means that for every 10 decibel increase, the sound is perceived as being twice as loud. A normal conversation is around 60 decibels. A lawnmower is about 90 decibels. Sounds start to become painful to the human ear at around 120 decibels. This is what's known as the threshold of pain. Jill Drake's scream at 129 decibels was well beyond this threshold. Sustained exposure to sounds at this level can cause immediate and permanent hearing damage. It's the kind of noise that your body instinctively reacts to as a threat. Think of it as a physical force hitting your eardrums. It's not just sound. It's a concussive blast of air pressure, a testament to the incredible energy the human body can generate and project. What makes Jill's record even more remarkable is the margin by which she broke the previous one. She didn't just squeak by, she shattered the existing record. And since that day in 2000, countless people have tried to best her achievement. There have been screaming competitions all over the world, with participants from all walks of life, all trying to claim the title of the world's loudest screamer. Yet, no one has officially managed to top 129 decibels. Her record has stood for over 2 decades, a monumental benchmark in the world of bizarre and extreme human feats. It raises an interesting question. Was Jill's scream a once-in-a-lifetime fluke, a perfect storm of biological capability and environmental conditions? Or is it possible for someone else to surpass it? For now, Jill Drake remains the undisputed queen of the scream. The scream itself was described as being incredibly short but overwhelmingly intense. It wasn't a long, drawn-out wail. It was a brief, explosive burst of sound that lasted for only a few seconds. But in that short span of time, the energy it released was immense. Witnesses at the fair reported that the scream seemed to echo across the entire venue, cutting through all the other background noise. It was a sound that demanded attention. This highlights a key aspect of vocal power. It's not just about volume, but also about projection and intensity. Jill was able to focus her vocal energy into a highly concentrated blast. It's like the difference between a floodlight and a laser beam. While a floodlight can illuminate a wide area, a laser concentrates all its energy into a single powerful point. Jill's scream was the vocal equivalent of a laser beam, a focused high-energy event. This extraordinary feat naturally piques the interest of scientists who study the limits of human vocalization. The human voice is a fascinating instrument. It's capable of producing a vast range of sounds, from the softest whisper to the most powerful operatic note. Scientists study the anatomy of the larynx, the function of the vocal cords, and the role of breath support in creating sound. They analyze how factors like lung capacity, vocal cord structure, and the shape of the vocal tract all contribute to the volume and quality of a person's voice. A record like Jill's provides valuable data. It pushes the known boundaries and forces researchers to reconsider what is physically possible. It demonstrates that under the right conditions, the human body can produce sound levels that rival machinery, showcasing a raw power that we often underestimate. For comparison, let's look at other powerful vocalists. Some of the world's most talented opera singers and rock vocalists, who have trained for years to project their voices over orchestras or loud bands, can reach incredible volumes. It is not uncommon for a professional opera singer to hit peaks of around 110 to 115 decibels in a concert hall. This is already impressively loud and requires immense skill and physical control. But Jill Drake's scream was in a completely different league. At 129 decibels, she was significantly louder than even these highly trained professionals. Her scream was not a trained melodic note. It was a raw, primal burst of sound. This distinction is crucial. It suggests that the mechanics of screaming might access a different level of vocal power than singing, tapping into a more fundamental and explosive use of our vocal apparatus. In the end, the story of the loudest human scream ever recorded is more than just a quirky piece of trivia. It's a bizarre and fascinating reminder of the extreme capabilities hidden within the human body. Jill Drake, an ordinary woman, unleashed an extraordinary sound that has become a legend in the Guinness World Records. Her 129 decibel scream remains a towering monument to the raw, untapped power of the human voice. It shows that sometimes the most incredible feats come from the most unexpected places, reminding us that there are still limits of human potential left to be discovered and perhaps one day surpassed. What do you think is the limit of the human voice? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into one of the world's most unusual records. If you enjoy exploring the limits of human achievement and bizarre world records, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an episode of World Records Exposed. We'll see you in the next one.